Hello and welcome back to cyubeVR. Last time was the anniversary, and before this I was building in my underground cave, and I think we should keep at it. And I tried to build or place down the pallet, but it didn't work last time. I don't know why. Now it does work. I should take this with me down in the hole just to see if I can really cut out all of this. Thinking about it, I feel a bit stupid for not... Here it is. Using the cyubePainter from the beginning. Because it took me so much time building making the base of this cave. And yeah, I just can use... It's still not responding, which is a bit sad. Maybe it's because of the cornerstones. Even though I don't think that this could be the problem. But we should still try to figure it out. Maybe it is the problem. So. Get this one as well. So let's see. Maybe I should just make a new one. Recipe. The cyubePainter should have his own. Here. No, not you. I want the pallet. Here. 6 processed wood. That's doable. It's just like 2 blocks. Arrangement is okay. Like this, here, here, and here. There's plenty of room. It's really strange. Why does it say that there's no space? There's plenty of space in every direction. Stop it. Maybe I should try to re-download the mod. Well, guess I have to do it the old-fashioned way. So it's hammer time again this week. Come on. Wow. I'm not sure if I'm up to the task. Actually, I did have a Beat Saber stream yesterday. I just felt like playing some Beat Saber. And why don't I have torches? Did I run out of torches? No, I didn't. So. Yeah, I just felt like playing some Beat Saber. And for the first 2 hours of the stream I was more or less alone. No one in chat. But then some people joined. And I actually wanted to end the stream after 2 hours. Yeah. I ended after 5 hours. It was actually pretty fun. And doing a Beat Saber stream after several months without playing Beat Saber was a pretty interesting experience. really dark here, so maybe I should place a torch here as well. So. Once the cave update is in the beta, it will be really dark in here. So there's no gray lighting as we have it now. Then it will be always this pitch black everywhere. Which is pretty nice because those new caves are really cool. Yeah, I did pretty well for my Beat Saber stream, I guess. What I noticed is that I got all these frame drops from the CPU. I had this from the beginning. I knew that I had a not so perfect CPU. Right in the beginning I thought it was because of the NVIDIA driver, because that's what everyone had the problem with. But afterwards I still had it. Every now and then I still have it, that sometimes I got these purple frame time spikes in the Steam VR monitor. And it says that is a CPU thing. So yeah, it should be a CPU problem. Some people yesterday in the stream said it could be that my RAM is running out. But once I mentioned that I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, they also said, yeah, it's not RAM. Sometimes you're just unlucky with Silicon Lottery, because it's such a high precision product. It can happen that maybe one consistor is not as perfect as it should be. It doesn't affect my normal VR gaming experience that much. That's why I never really bothered with it. Sometimes I get like slight micro stutter in VR games. But in normal games like here in cyubeVR, it doesn't really matter that much. Huh. A bit more on this side, so... But in rhythm games you can see these frame drops quite clearly. I had this in the Ragnarok stream, where it always messed up, and I had it in my Beat Saber stream as well. Every time I would have gotten a perfect play, I always had a micro stutter somewhere, and yeah, thanks to the frame drop I missed for 1.5 seconds, and with songs where you have like 10 beats per second, it's quite a lot of misses. That's why I thought of maybe upgrading my CPU. So I looked into it and looked for CPUs that I could use. My mainboard supports AM4 CPUs, and yeah, the problem is because I got a really good high-end system, there are only like 3 options available for upgrading the CPU. I do have a 3900X from AMD, and the only alternatives are the 3950X, 59 and 5900 and 5950X. And yeah, the only one that would actually give me an upgrade that would be worthy of upgrading would be the 5950X. Problem with this CPU is that it's about $650, and to be honest, that's just too much. I could get the latest AMD CPU for $800 and had a really significant boost. But for the latest AMD CPU I would have to get a new mainboard, and that's something I only wanted to use when I got a new system next, or the year after next year. 2 years from now. Because in 2 years I want to upgrade my system. Every 4 years I think is a good time to upgrade. Because I skipped one generation of GPUs and still get quite a lot out of it. Because I wanted to skip the 40 series, I would have never thought that we would get such good increasement over the 30 series with the 40 series. But I still don't need to upgrade, because there's not really that much improvement for VR in the latest generation of NVIDIA graphics cards. There's DLSS 3.0, which is more or less useless for VR. And yeah, a lot of people are upgrading from their 3090s to 4090. And I don't know why the 4090 is about $2,000. If you got the Founders Edition, you can get it for $1,600, but still expensive. And yeah, the boost that you get is quite a lot, but not really that useful, at least not for me. And in general, I don't see why I should bother getting 200 FPS in a game when I only play on a 60 Hz TV. Like, for me, it doesn't really matter to upgrade. If I play flat, it's useless. Because I'm playing on a TV with 60 Hz, I have to use VSync, otherwise I would get screen tearing. And yeah, I don't like this. Screen tearing is biggest no-go for me. A coworker of mine had pretty bad screen tearing on his TV, and it didn't bother him that much. He was just happy to get his FPS. And yeah, I don't care much about FPS. I care more about having nice screen without any tearing. So everyone has different tastes and preferences. Priorities. Different priorities. That's what I was looking for as a word. And yeah, I don't need to have 200 FPS or 500 FPS in Doom or stuff like this. I mean, yes, it's nice to have bragging rights, but I don't see the difference, so why should I care? And yes, people would say you can see a difference if you play with 200 FPS against 60 FPS even on a 60 Hz monitor, stuff like this. This might be true, but I don't care. I came from console playing and we always had 30 Hz or 30 FPS if it was a good one, and it didn't bother. I mean, I do see the difference between 30 and 60 Hz in PC gaming now, but that's it. I don't see a difference between 120 and 90 Hz in VR, for example. And people are really hung up on having 144 Hz on their index because that's the only way they can play. Yeah. If that's it for them, then so be it. I can't relate to this, so it's really hard for me to understand. That's why I will definitely skip the 40 series. Maybe if I win in the lottery, I will get a new PC. And then I will go all out with the latest CPU and maybe some better RAM, like having 128? Yeah, 128 RAM, the GeForce 4090, the Strix one maybe, or some other third-party GPU that is as big as my PC right now. Those GPUs are so huge. But right now I don't see a really reason for me to upgrade. So my normal upgrade will be in 2 years with the 50 series GPU and one of the latest CPUs. The good thing is that AMD releases the CPU like 2 months prior to the latest NVIDIA graphics cards. So I can get a good CPU together with my GPU. I just can't play any Willem games in VR for the next 2 years. But yeah, shouldn't be that much of a problem. I still can play Beat Saber or Ragnarok. I just can't play it on perfect or with any good results. But as long as I can play games like Will of a Fight without much of a problem, it will be okay. Right now I'm still on vacation and I thought that I should try to use my vacation time to lose some weight. So every day I will try to get some physical activities in VR, because that's the most fun to get activity. And I should get my bicycle pretty soon. I ordered an e-bike just to get a bit more motivated to drive with my bicycle again. I used my bicycle quite a lot to get to my former workplace, but now it's really far, so I can't really drive with my bike. I don't see a reason why I should drive more than 4 hours a day on my bicycle to get to work. Then I would have no free time, and yeah, I don't want to have this again. So let me on, and yeah, so like this. That's okay. Maybe I should get a bit deeper. Yes, like this. Here. So. I will try to uninstall the cyubePainter mod and install it again. Maybe something just went wrong somewhere. So. Oops. So it does look pretty nice. Oh, whoops. So. Bit more on this side, so Come on. So, nice. So. Now I should get rid of those. There's a hole here that I can use. It's really nice that we have a hole. Saves me some mining work. So. It's a bit annoying if I fall down every time, but I should be able to reach a conclusion pretty soon. So, like just having it like this and then destroying the ceiling should be a good way to have this done. I can also just fly over, okay, like this. Oh. Oh, see, that was easy. This is the low level here, so we don't have to go any deeper than this. Ah. I was thinking I could actually get the latest GPU by starting a Kickstarter campaign or a GoFundMe like some other YouTubers did, and then just beg for money. Like, please, please give me money, I want to get the latest GPU, but I don't want to work for it, and stuff like this. Some people actually can get this. It's not just VR content creator, but the same happens to someone who was streaming Fate Grand Order Gacha Worlds. Fate Grand Order is a mobile game I like, and you can buy summoning points with real money and then try to summon some units for your game that you can play with. And yeah, he tried to get one of the really good support units a couple of weeks ago, years ago. And he didn't get the unit he wanted, or he got it but only twice. He wanted to get it 5 times, and he spent already $500 on it. And then he just started to cry live on stream, a grown-up man crying that he didn't have enough money, and he begged for money on live stream, and people actually sent money to him. So in the end he spent like $2,000, but he got more than $10,000 because of his crying. And yeah, he made money just from begging for money. It's really strange. If I would be a female VTuber with a really busty looking avatar, I could ask for money and people would throw it at me because of anime boobs. But in general, I don't like to beg for money, so even if I say that I would, or I should or could beg for money, I wouldn't do it. In the end, I couldn't look in the mirror and face myself if I have to beg others for money. It's just something that I can't do. I can joke about this, but that's it. I don't like to be dependent on other people when it comes to money. Like my dad always said, if you can't afford it, you don't need it. And if I can't afford the latest GPU, then I don't need it. I mean, I don't need it anyway. I'm actually starting to save up for my system upgrade in 2 years. For now, I'm saving for my Japan trip next year, and every excess money that I have will go into my new PC funds in 2 years. And I think it's actually a pretty nice plan to save up money. Don't have to be much, like maybe I can save up $100 each month. Then I would have $2,500 when the next GPU comes out. At least enough for the GPU. And every now and then I get some additional money, like tax return and maybe birthday and holiday money and stuff like this. So I should be able to save up $4,000 to $5,000 to get a good PC system. My current system was a bit more than $3,000. So I guess in 2 years I should get a similar state-of-the-art system for $5,000. I'm just hoping that the 50 series GPUs wouldn't cost more than $2,500 at launch, because more than this would be just not worth it. Maybe AMD can get their Radeon cards to do a bit more in the future. I don't think that they can match Nvidia yet. We wouldn't know until next month when they release their latest generation of GPUs. They got pretty close to the 3090 with their latest Radeon, so maybe they can start to match up again. And if they can get toe-to-toe with Nvidia, then I wouldn't have to stick with Nvidia in the future. Then I could maybe even get a Radeon graphics card together with an AMD CPU. So having a full AMD system could maybe be a bit more preferable in the future. Who knows? Right now we do have those AMD boosts. If you have AMD CPU and GPU, they can share memory and stuff like this to get you 5 FPS more, which, like I said earlier, is not really something that I could care. I care more about VR performance. So having DLSS 3.0 is not really something that I need right now. I need raw VR performance. And I don't think that we will get any VR love from Nvidia in the future. They tried to get to VR with the 20 series. They abandoned it in the 30 series by removing the VR port that they tried to implement and never really got into. So, yeah. Let's just hope for the best. Maybe AMD will come up with a good solution. And even if their cards might be a bit weaker than Nvidia, maybe they can make up with the price. after putting up a few more torches. Just randomly digging around just to get some work done. So it's like doing the mining challenge. Nice. I think my cave became big enough to be considered outside now. Because here I got outside world effects like normal day-night circle. I actually thought that this was fixed because I had a similar thing in my Stargate room that I made in my German world, and Zombie Studios fixed this somehow, but here it seems like it's still effective, which is actually pretty nice because that means that I don't have to place torches from now, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Come on. So. I don't need any iron or copper, that's why I'm just smashing everything. And I don't try to look for gold right now, so yeah. No need to look out for gold. It's just pure destruction. What I could do? I could use the digging mod. It would take like a couple of hours for the digging mod, but if I start here and having the digging mod dig in this direction, I could start on the other side. Maybe I should do this here. If I can't use the cyubePainter, I'm using the digging mod. I can have it work on one side while I'm doing the other. Would have been more effective. Wait, do I have one in this world? I think I have to make one. Yeah, digging. Where is it? Digging blocks. Gold and iron. Okay, I have to go to the storage anyway. So let's go to the storage area. I'm not sure if the mod can actually dig up such a huge area. It would probably take longer than doing it myself. So, dark processed wood. We have more than enough. That's good. So we still had some here. 10. Okay, not enough. So make one more. 12? Oh, only needed 8. Okay. So 2 gold. 2 gold nuggets. And iron ore. Then I've got plenty of ingots, not ore. It was a shovel and a pickaxe. Good. Oh! I got a tiny block again. It was here. Here. Where? Oh. Okay, so. Ah! What? Ah. Let's set this mod up for today and see how it could work. This way we could also get some gold. So let's place it here. Maybe I should place some footage. So maybe one more up. So I want to expand more. Get bigger and bigger and bigger. Higher up. Go deeper. Further out. In both directions. Oh, I can't see it anymore. Maybe that was too far. There it is. That's okay. And a bit more in this direction. And a bit higher. And a bit more to the depth. And I want to go like 150 in this. Yeah. 16 hours. Okay. Do your thing. So, good luck with this. 16 hours. In this time I can make the rest of the cave. But I can have it digging and I could actually mine the silver, iron and gold. 16 hours, that would be more than 20 episodes. I actually hope to be done with my temple by then. I just noticed that I got some stuttering because maybe of the mod. Because you have to build so much. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was more about talking, less about doing anything productive. I did mine quite a bit. So yeah, that's it. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And till next time, please stay healthy. Bye!